Hey everyone. Alright, so we're going to dive into another portfolio project. This is of Ameya's portfolio. So let's get started. I like this. I think that's kind of creative. It's not super visible against this blue background, but it's like, just because it's kind of just at the border and the letters themselves, the extra color just, I don't know, it's kind of like a playful, fun, young personality. I'm not doing a very good job at describing that, but it just, I think like little things like this can help start to create that connection and expose your personality a little bit on a portfolio. So simple things like that. That's what's so interesting about portfolios. All right, so this does, it looks like it's pretty minimal. Let's read this. I lived and studied in San Francisco. Code, write, and post pictures here. Code, write. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to open this. Bet you didn't know we're diving into your blog. Okay, so it's not development focused, and that's okay, but you're kind of just giving a feel for your personality. Pictures. Oh! Nope. That's not set up. Studied. Code. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so right now, we have kind of a little simple blurb. You share some of your content that you've created with other platforms, and that's completely fine. You keep this simple enough to where it's not taxing to read this. This website is my playground to apply what I've learned and keep adding new stuff. Please feel free to click around and contact me. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. And I think using words like playground and apply what I've learned, it's kind of that, it's fun. It gives off a fun vibe. I don't know if it gives off a professional vibe. I feel like one message almost every aspiring developer wants to deliver is the message of, I can provide value for your company and make you money. And I know that's kind of a very, it doesn't really meet the vibe, the personality of this portfolio, but I still think no matter how much fun and lightheartedness you want to bring to this portfolio, that's still the message you need to deliver. And this initial, like this right here, I don't think that delivers this. So it's a playground, or I don't know, you're passionate about development and you've worked on a variety of projects that helped you explore, this technology stack. You've learned an incredible amount. It's a humbling experience. I think delivering that you have a eagerness to learn and you like learning and you like building, that's delivered here. And I think providing more of an employer-focused message, even a client-focused message, is just going to look a little bit different. So hopefully what I just said makes sense. I like the playfulness of your portfolio. I think the professionalness, is that a word? It is now. The professionalness of your portfolio, it's kind of lacking. And I think you can do a few different things to be able to deliver that. And I think starting with how you word even just this sentence will matter. But, so I really don't know you just yet. This is really simple, so I need to click around to explore that. So we're going to go to resume. Okay, so this is actually your resume. Okay. We're a developer at... So now I understand kind of why you label this as your playground. And I think a lot of developers kind of have a lot of fun projects, a lot of personal projects where the focus is more on building the kind of stuff that you want to build. So it looks like you do have some experience. 2012 to 2018, you have a lot of experience. I think so. This amount of experience doesn't really match up with this. I think this is kind of a very this portrays you as more of a student than a professional developer with experience. I have some contradicting ways that I'm kind of learning about you. I'm just trying to be open with my thoughts. Highlights. Man, that project is really close to that line. I wonder what that would look like with a little extra space between that division. You built a lot of projects, but where are they? Learning. Okay. So I think there's a huge mismatch with what you're capable of and what you're delivering. I have a feeling you are capable of much more than you're delivering. This looks like something. I mean, this is fun, but this looks like something a coding bootcamp student would build, or a recent CS graduate. I would love to see more complex projects. JavaScript move. Oops, I want to click this. Netflix prize, data mining class, debugger, educational multiplayer online game for students. Were these projects, are they now owned by a university, or are these not personal projects? Project participation meter? I don't know, with this amount of experience. I'm wondering if it's even worth having this section. I like it. Let me think about this. The video is going to be a little extra long because I want to think about what I want to suggest to you. So I want to deliver what's going on in my head. I think you're more experienced than you're putting off. I think it's going to be very confusing for someone to see this amount of experience in this low of a complexity of projects. Like, this is pretty simple stuff. I think it can be fun. I don't even know if this is working properly. I feel like this is extremely unfinished and you haven't put a lot of your projects on. So here's the deal. If you have more available complex projects, it's time to showcase them, and I think that should be on your homepage. I think that's probably one of the more important things that you can showcase on a portfolio. I was going to say, if you were generating content that was helping developers grow or teaching developers things, that could be focus, or you could focus your portfolio on the content that you've generated and how you're helping developers. I think when I see a blog connected to your portfolio, I kind of expect to dive in and see the developer's opinions on things and why they do things a certain way. It gives me a little bit more insight into how they think. So this is kind of a very fun portfolio, and I think I just think it's lacking so much. I think it's lacking so much of your experience. I like the feel of it. You can stick with the feel of it, but I want to see more projects. I want to see more what you can do. This doesn't deliver that. I like that you have social media links. Could be. So here's the frustrating part about enlarging an image in one direction, right? That kind of sucks. I'm not saying developing this sucks, but the experience sucks. And so trying to click Facebook, you can see how it's kind of glitchy here, right? And so I'm going to click Facebook. I shouldn't have to be directly in the middle, like even directly in the middle. I'm like chasing this. What? I think you see what's happening here, and I think this is a frustrating experience. So I love the design of it. What I would do potentially is grow the images in both directions. You can offset that by just pushing this over just a little bit. I know you're trying to align it with this, but you're moving entire pieces of content just to create an effect based on a user's interaction, and that's usually not a good move. And I can even see this content jumping a little bit, right? So it's maybe it's not filling a border. Maybe it's actually inserting. It's actually inserting some sort of SVG or something below it. But this content shouldn't be shifting like this. When we click resume, it shifts backwards, but it doesn't stay highlighted. That's fine. I mean, if you just want to the mouse over create step border, that's completely fine. Oh, nope. Never mind. That's just a scroll bar. That's to be expected. I think you have a really fun personality, and I would almost love to see some mini fun interactions, like maybe, I don't know, maybe this isn't your style, but I think it'd be kind of cool when you load the resume page. You can kind of tie your colors into it, but maybe this is too complicated, but like have like an initial card with your front-end developer at Cooper Vision. Okay, that's what you're currently doing. Maybe like this and your responsibilities, and then like a card kind of unfolds and folds down into this, and now you have your highlights and it folds down into notable projects. And I'm thinking of like top and bottom borders that are colorful, and you kind of just see this whole thing kind of just lay out all the way down. You could do fun little stuff with that, and I think colors will kind of bring those type of animations to life. And it really is keeping the colors to a minimum, just choosing the variety of colors that will match your logo. I don't know if that's your style, you want to do that, but I think you have a really fun portfolio, and showcasing that kind of animation with the fun personality that your portfolio has, you can take it to the next level, and I think make a very effective portfolio. Just because it kind of just, it's just spelling out to the client or the employer the type of person they're going to be working with. It's just a fun, lighthearted person. That's what I get from this. So, all right. So lack of content. I think you don't have the portfolio projects that employers are going to care about. I think your experience will speak quite a bit, but it kind of really makes me question why you even put these projects out here. These are incredibly simple for your amount of experience. I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying I see your experience and I know you can do more, and I think you should showcase that, even if you have to work on some projects and build up that portfolio. If not, like I'm someone that doesn't have a portfolio, and I've moved a couple different positions. There are different ways you can transfer companies. There are different ways you can pick up clients and extra work. But if you're going to have a portfolio, let's make it effective. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's check out mobile. I want to see home. All right. Why the heck is there so much white space? That's a bug. That's unnecessary. Resume. Summary. Yeah, it still throws me off. I think there should be more space between this subheader and the bottom border of the previous section. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just a personal preference. I always expect kind of like the first header to have more surrounding space, the second header to have a little less surrounding space. And it'll be dynamic between like the top vertical space and the bottom vertical space. Maybe, I don't know, maybe aligning it to the top border is effective. It's almost like it has an underline. It clearly defines the next section. And I don't know. Maybe I'm talking personal preference there. And learning. Okay. I think we've kind of gone over all of the content of this portfolio. I think it's a fun portfolio. I would love to see more complex portfolio projects. Right now, first of all, if you're going to go in the direction of fun, I think you could definitely get away with some pretty simple but fun animations. colorful animations, which it's hard to do. It's hard to bring this many colors in, but I think this layout, you can get away with it. I want to see more complex projects. I think you have a gap where you're delivering your personality in the right way, but I don't think you're delivering your experience in the right way. And we've gone over why, but I think that's your gap right now. Yeah, cool. This is kind of a fun little portfolio to play around with. But yeah, if you have any questions on how you can go about, I don't know, the right types of projects to build, if you are looking for more personal projects or anything to do, feel free to tweet at me. But awesome job at this.